Good morning, almost afternoon from flight level 340. Just getting started here on a stream. I'll be arriving into fabulous Los Angeles, California. Sitting up here in Mint. Just about to come over Vegas, past Vegas. We're coming up on Lake Mead. There's the top end of Lake Mead. I got the Mint lighting on. It's green here. Just shows me that there's more dust I need to get rid of. Come under here. I gotta do some. Oh, Hub. Good morning, buddy. We've got our trusty breakfast. I worked last night until about 3:30 in the morning, and came home. I couldn't go to sleep. Pratt & Whitney, dependable aero engines. There's the chat. Yeah, so I worked till about 3 in the morning. Got home about 3:30, and here I am drinking coffee. I took a nap, took off from Boston. Pratt & Whitney. They make the low pressure compressor for this engine. As a matter of fact, Pratt & Whitney does. So I am showing in the box. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on. There we go. So we're direct to Laker right now on Q88, coming down Q88 towards Hackman. Gonna grab the wind data. Very interesting route today. I'll pop it up in Volanta for you guys. Discord VC, Vaughn's on Twitch. I think we're going to move this thing to Twitch one of these days. Vaughn and I are going to do a group flight a little later on today. So we're just coming down almost to the star here. Pop up the charts for you guys so you see where we're at. So I requested the wind data. No ATC. I am going to pop online because there is no ATC. Pop on a VATSIM so we have a little traffic action. But basically I took off with the real world JetBlue 287. 287, and our SELCAL is... One second, and I'll tell you what our SELCAL is. We just got our arrival gate update. I climbed to 340 because the real world flight did, but the original altitude for this, GRBQ. Oh, that's going to turn the browser off on me. Let me just connect, I'll get the... Oh, stand by. I know what I just did. Or at least I think I did. Did it do it? No, we still got that. Okay, alright. Let me just grab a quick flight plan. I'm gonna request the auto uplink here. I just want to export. Okay, just want to make sure I don't export like 17 files that I forget where they go and then have to clean them out later. So load. You'll see this flight was originally supposed to go only to 320. 280. We're pretty light this afternoon or morning. Morning. 24 right, 25 left, vector for visual. Instrument and RNAV, RNP. Oh, sometimes they give you the RNP. So Navigraph, there we go. Angel 4. Taxi in, parking bays and coordinates, 1 to 8 in Bradley. And right now we're planning on 24 or 25 left. We could do the Zulu off of Circus. It's supposedly a little bit, a little bit better of a profile. And I can't remember if that was coming from Seaview or not, but you know, we're expected to go down and slow down pretty hard here. So coming into Orbex SoCal, let me stick the uplink in. Let's check the tropopause height for descent. I know it's way off of what it was. Gate arrival 57. So let's see, 57 I think is on the inside or on the end, isn't it? Tail end, 57. High over the desert. Now that's there's the approach into Vegas. That's the last turn you make, and basically you come up this valley where that road is. You come in and you can see that, and then the Hoover Dam. Where is it? Hoover Dam, not that one. Where is it? Let's go outside and have a look. There it is, there it is, there it is. There's the Hoover Dam. Nope, excuse me. That's the Hoover Dam over there. So this, screwing up all over the place. So when you're coming into Vegas on the southerly arrival, which nobody will be doing from the East Coast today, you come in, this is the last thing you see before you turn. And Vegas is right there. There's the airport. So beautiful views this morning. Tropopause height. Let's get that in for the descent. Flight plan. 388. A388. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff hub over the middle of the country. It's ugly out there. So this is moderate, or no, it's light turbulence from flight level 440 down. So we can't, you know, we went up over Canada, top of the Great Lakes, avoiding this giant area. The Jetstream core, basically extends from Ontario. The main core of it starts over Texas and goes all the way. I was just talking with the dispatcher buddy. Goes all the way in. Might do this flight back if Vaughn's up for it. I mean, it's going to be bumpy, but even going down to Lauderdale might not be the worst idea. Or Raleigh, Durham. You can see that the trope's all over the place today. Comes up to 388 at our top of descent. What was it? 4 something coming out of Boston. What was it coming out of Boston? 392. Alright, so we get that. Charts are all set to go. Let's stick the Angel 4 up because we're coming on to that now. There's the Hoover Dam. That's worth a picture as the auto-gen snaps in. Yeah, that Jetstream core is out of control. And we are, can't be that far from top of the descent. 21 flight plan well. Our top of descent. And the step climb gave us the fuel we needed on the release. That's a good screenshot. That's a good screenshot. Should wait for this to go away because I've actually fooled people before with screenshots, especially with the PMDG in the Southwest when you make the engine real big. This would be 5F in mint. So remember, when I don't put Orbex SoCal in, right, this salt strip does not appear, right? So when I removed Orbex SoCal, and you can see the auto-gen just kind of snapping away there, it doesn't. I did drop them. Sorry, guys. Here comes the overlay. Oh, 4 viewers already. That's pretty good. So we're talking about going to, hold on a second, Vaughn. I was just getting them. I need this, and it's still full. Oh yeah, Southwest. That looks like a Max winglet too. And it's quiet enough to be a Max. Gnarly. Hub just sent me a thing here. Oh, voice channel. Yeah, I can. I don't see why not. So there's Vegas. I just looked at flights to Vegas for my 40th birthday celebration, which wouldn't be exactly on the. That was a 700. Huh? It wouldn't be exactly on my birthday, but they were out of control. This is for later on, like 6 months out. Is that auto gen. So let's brief the arrival setup for that. Let's take a look at the winds. Start prepping for that. First thing I gotta do is set up the ATIS and get that going. Arrival auto update. So if it changes, we're arriving I think at 12:02. So it's gonna be right on the line for 17:01. We actually picked up a little steam here. Viva Las Vegas. You see anything over there? Just the desert. God, I had such a blast last time. We went September last year. I had such a blast. You know, even with the masks, you know, inside, it was still a lot of fun. Gets old after a while, but it was super hot, 90-degree days, nice days by the pool. Alright, so looks like we got about 80 to top of descent, so let's start briefing it. Alright, variable at 6, 3021. Preset that. Reset standard. 24 left, 24 right. Hang gliding, 1 mile south of the LA VOR. Alright, we have information Romeo. Update ends at 17:25, so we should get, probably we'll get one more. We're probably landing with this weather, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the weather now. And what I'm going to do is I'll read it off this and put it into the MCDU here. Let me see. So we go to perf page. Did I not just pull the weather? Apparently I didn't pull the weather. M.2 METAR. There we go. Alright, so variable 6, so we'll put 360 at 6. Let me format it. I hit the wrong button. 360 and 6. Not 630, good grief. 360 at 6. Temperature is 11 degrees Celsius. That works out to, it's early morning out there too. 1.8 is 32, 52 degrees. And the QNH is 3021. And the barrel for the ILS 25 left is 336, is it? 304. Alright, so our perf page is all set up. And now we'll just check the flight plan against the charts. So I'm going to pull up the charts right here. Alright. Just run into plan mode real quick. This is where I'm supposed to give him control. You have control.
I have control.
Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Checked.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Ready. Glide slope blue. Lope blue. Cat 1. Autopilot 1+2.
There we go, buddy. Yeah, you simmer down now. Alright, first constraint's Gleason. 280. And you need those speeds. So Gleason's 280. 24,000, 30,000 to 24,000. And you got Angel is 19 to 24. Still 280, of course. Con is above 17. Constraints in there, and we have that. Boyle is above 14. And then Circus 270. Excuse me, 270 and 14 to 12. What I'm going to do is, that says we're going to cross Circus at 13 and change. I'm going to put a hard 12,000 on Circus, because that's going to bring us down faster. This is a, you know, these Airbus, they do not like to go down and slow down, right? So better for us. And then we're going to transition to the ILS 25 left. it's better to be on the low end, so you might get like a brief level segment where you can haul out on the speed brakes. And remember, this is a 321, so we can get full speed brakes if we need them. We'll go to ILS 25 left from Circus, from Circus, 270 max at Circus. It's 10,000 feet at Crane. That checks. Just come right into 10. 9,000 at Tarok, 8,000 at Dimo, 7,000 at Fueler, 5,000 at Gate, 3,600 by Honda, 1,900 at Gigi, or Gigi, that's Kobe's daughter, I believe. 1,900 at Gigi, joining the 3-degree glide slope down, and Los Angeles 25 left, hopefully not floating halfway to Hawaii. Rad navs are set. Minimum's 304, 1099, front course of 251 is set. And let's discuss this. 18,000 reviewed. Cat 1, 1,900 at Gigi. 3-degree glide down to 304 feet on the barrel. Missed approach procedure is climb to 2,000 on heading 251 until crossing Santa Monica VOR, radial 160, then a left turn heading 236 and outbound on the 195 radial to Catley, which is 15.7 Santa Monica, and hold. Degraded nav, how are we doing on that? Let's take that. Let's see what's going on. 54 miles. A little bit of mix on the IRS2, but nothing to be worried about. Progress, get that in, check that. Fuel prediction. It is an A321, so we gotta let's run some data here. X V-States. That's V-States is the ortho for X-plane, isn't it, or some of it? All right, so 25 left. It's dry runway. Gonna have all the reverses, no anti-ice, and we'll go ahead and calculate. So auto brake low rolls us down the runway 2,579 feet. Now we know, of course, this is the FS Labs. If we put those brakes down, we will stop. So we're going to want to plan to vacate Hotel 6, 7, or 9 for the high speed. So assuming a normal touchdown right about here, and I want to roll down to Hotel 6, 7, or 9. Now remember, we're light today, right? If we go back, we see we're coming in less than 140 knots, which isn't usually normal on a thing, but we do have a 2-knot tailwind, so something to look out for. Alternate today is Ontario. It's about 20-minute ride. Dispatch release says we are supposed to land with 9.5. We're currently going to land with 9.9. That's probably going to change once we start dropping out some flaps. Landing purpose. Runway data. We are in on 21. Caution for the tail strike. Auto brake low. Reverses max. I discussed. It'll be Hotel 6, 7, or 9 for Juliet or Lima. Hotel 9 leads to Lima. Cross 25 right, either on Juliet or Lima. Or if we're really lucky, Hotel 5, because we can shoot right in the Charlie 9 alleyway. Then Juliet Bravo or Juliet Charlie to the gate 57. Radnavs, we just took a look. We don't really have to worry about the Santa Monica. Let's take one more last look at Santa Monica. I'm not going to secure the aircraft just yet. So let's take a look at the mist, just in case. And then the alternate routing I can stick in there if we should somewhere. Right, so it's an intercept Santa Monica, and then intercept the VOR and hold. So we're good to go. Progress page, flight plan page. Any questions?
I'm good.
Okie dokie. There be them hills. Gonna have my coffee and breakfast now, guys, if you'll excuse me a minute. Enjoy the views. Oh, yeah, because if they do the ortho, you can see clouds, right? So we got 4 minutes to top of descent, and I need to heat up my coffee. Or just slug it down. Auto brake low. JetBlue cookies, of course. They go excellent with coffee, so I'm going to flip the mic up for 1 second. My only problem with those bags of cookies is they're too small, and then I want to eat like 7 of them. This is Orbex SoCal, so it's not True Earth. I've mentioned it before on stream, but True Earth SoCal does not cover Vegas, and I go to Vegas a lot more than I go to LA. But I go to LA quite a bit. But I have SoCal and NorCal. I had to delete it. Oh, it was a mess. I have to start moving. I have a Samsung 1 terabyte M.2 that I put in there. Special ATIS. Oh, here we go. Did I scare you? No, it's tilted 415. 3021, 200. This is telling me, oh, we got some control in LA now. Is this guy looking for? No, it's just tower on 2095. So yeah, tower just came up. So who's Delta 415 over here? Let's see. I gotta pay attention. We're almost at top of descent. Delta 415. Oh. Scared me. No, I just thought you were somebody else. He's going Atlanta to Boston. Where is he? Who's on Boston Center this morning? Is it Sheed? Evan Ryder. Mr. Flight Sim himself. Kid does good for the community. I just... the association membership thing kind of tweaked me a little bit. Just being honest. I think what they do with the expo and everything's amazing. But, I don't know. I just felt like that was a little steep. All right, so we're gonna set in 12,000. Do a quick announcement for the passengers. Thrust idle descent. Good morning again, folks, from the flight deck. Your captain speaking. Beginning our initial descent into the Los Angeles area. Expect to have you on the ground in just about 25 minutes or so, maybe a little earlier than that. And just at the gate in about 25 minutes. We'll be on the ground in 20. Weather in Los Angeles currently, variable winds at 8 miles an hour, good visibility, some clouds at 2,500 feet, and that temperature is 52 degrees Celsius. Looks like a pretty typical LA day. We'll be arriving straight in here. I'm going to turn the seatbelt sign on. We'll be coming over the San Bernardino, San Gabriel mountain ranges. Could get a little bumpy. Arriving today on gate 57. The baggage claim is the lower level. They didn't tell us a carousel yet. Hope you enjoyed the JetBlue experience, and those of you in our Mint cabin, hope you enjoyed the Mint experience. Thanks for flying with us, and hope to see you again on a future flight. Good morning again, folks, from the flight deck. Your captain speaking. Beginning our initial descent into the Los Angeles area. Expect to have you on the ground in 8 terabyte 4200. About 25 minutes or so, maybe a little earlier. Everybody says use those. Just at the gate in about 25 minutes. We'll be on the ground in 20. Weather in Los Angeles currently, variable winds at 8 miles an hour, good visibility, some clouds at 2,500 feet, and that temperature is 52 degrees Celsius. It's like a pretty typical LA day. 52 Fahrenheit, idiot. We'll be arriving straight in here. I'm going to turn the seatbelt sign on. We'll be coming over the San Bernardino, San Gabriel mountain ranges. Could get a little bumpy. Arriving today. Look at the spoilers coming up. The baggage claim is the lower level. They didn't tell us a carousel yet. Hope you enjoyed the JetBlue experience, and those of you in our Mint cabin, hope you enjoyed the Mint experience. Thanks for flying with us, and hope to see you again in the future. So we were coming into Las Vegas. I was sitting right here. And the next thing I know, we're looking at the ground. That was once, and then we were behind a Southwest. Just a little, ATC had us a little too tight on a Southwest. And we wung right over the Grand Canyon, matter of fact. You know, imagine this is the Grand Canyon, right? I was getting changed, because whenever I go somewhere warm, I always pack shorts in my carry-on so that I can get into that vacation mode and put shorts on ASAP. So I'm like reaching up to put my, I had just gotten changed, and I'm reaching up to put my stuff back, and the next thing I know, I'm looking down at the ground, and the Grand Canyon's right there, and the seatbelt sign comes right on. I was like, whoa! So I grabbed the suitcase, put it in. If it was an economy seat, I would have been screwed. Like, I probably would have killed my wife with the suitcase, but thank goodness at that point we were sitting in Mint. Cash plus points, folks. Cash plus points. JetBlue. It's always the way to go. Put up the landing perf. So we will have to contact tower. Winds aren't shifting that much. See what I mean about this approach? Like, look, we're already looking down the barrel at Circus. We're kind of almost at 270 as it is, but this is approach. Well, what do you got for the PC, Vaughn? To keep what? I mean, this thing's pretty warm with the. You know, if I touch here, it's warm, a little warm. If I go over here, it's really warm. It's on liquid cooling. The graphics card isn't, but it's, you know. I might need one of those little things to hold the graphics card up to. Or R2-D2 stand or something. issues here. I made the bar a little bit bigger on the progress display, and I tried to buttress it up against the top of the. Do I need to make it a little wider? And the FPM's cut off. I gotta move that over again. Alright, 3021. So when we go to 3021, I should show you on the standby. We're going to be 2,500 now. So we'll be 300 feet high. On the VDEV, we're 20 feet low right now. This is going to be an interesting thing to see here. Vaughn, I don't want to open up Discord right now, going into LA. Just to be on the safe side. Because I'm already getting a frame drop coming in here. Like my panning's a little slow. My chase plan's like
3019 set.
3021 set. QNH 3021 set. Stick my other headphone on. Now we jump to 230 feet high. See that? We're catching up to it. We have another 6, 7 knots we can go. We'll go up to 285 or so. But you really don't want to be doing that here. Altimeter 3021 set. Altimeter 3021 set. QNH 3021 set. Approach checklist. Approach checklist. I have control.
You have control.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Aero ref.
QNH 3021 set.
3021 set.
Set and checked.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Check, make sure approach doesn't jump on. Put the landing system on. Los Angeles traffic is JetBlue 287 descending 14-4 towards Circus on the Angel 4 arrival. We'll be transitioning at Circus to the ILS 25 left, Los Angeles traffic. Feet on the pedals, like I actually know what I'm doing. You always get a few lumps. There's our alternate. Everybody says they should do, so you got 3070 Ti, fan cooling, motherboard's nothing special, Ryzen. Yeah, I always go with NVIDIA. Maybe X-Plane fixes that. Alright, so very similar specs. I don't know what the Ryzen runs at there, but I got a 10700. Alright, so they would say at circuit should clear the ILS 25 left. So then we go like this. And we set 3600. Out constraint star. So I like to set 3600. 2000's the mist. We can actually set. We're gonna catch the glide slope. As soon as we catch the glide slope, we have to leave it nav. Like in real world, they would be catching the glides. You know, they'd be catching it here. You know, that beam's coming out. They'd be catching it at crane. It's pretty good ortho though. I think that's what they is. I don't know if SoCal's ortho. It's whatever Orbix land class, open land class. I think it looks good, especially for the Inland Empire. There's a ton of warehouses and stuff here. NorCal looks great too. You can go up the San Andreas Fault. Thrust idle. 10,000 magenta. Now, I haven't had to touch the speed brakes yet, but just be ready for that. Looks like the decel waypoints at Fueler. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull for clean. So I'm pulling green dot. Now I'm going to put the speed brakes out because we may have a level segment here. Look at that, VLS is coming up until I get the flaps out, so I'm going to just use a little bit of speed brake. Activate approach phase, please.
Approach phase activated.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Now I'll drop it to 210 because we can. And it says now it's showing we're not going to make demo. So you got to be careful. Once you start getting below 210, you got to be real careful about descent rate. But you really need that first notch of flaps to be able to get the speed brakes going the way you want them. 10 checks, all right. What's it saying in demo? It says demo at 7. I don't know why
Checked.
it would do that. Bring it back to 190 now, or S speed.
Checked.
Which is 191. As soon as I can get that second notch in, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Notice we haven't picked up the localizer yet. There we go. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
So there's the burble, right? Now we're gonna drop. See that hub? See how much it took off? Now she's gonna dive to keep that speed, so I'm gonna pull it back. So notice that says IMKZ. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for 25 left, which is ILAX. So we're going to wait for that to be identified. Usually inside a fueler, it'll swap out for me. If I arm this now, even inside a fueler, arming it, it does a weird thing, P3D thing. Switch over to tower, let them know we're coming.
Alaska 3031, Central Late Response, LA Tower. Clinton Sun Buzzer, attack information off current.
Speed out constraint star.
Checked.
Speed descent. Okay, ILAX is identified.
Checked.
Speed. So I'm gonna let it come back to us now. I'm gonna arm the localizer. Fingers crossed. You know what? I'm gonna wait this time so it doesn't do the weird thing. I'm gonna wait till it's about 19 miles. It should be dead on and it should just capture straight at that point.
Checked.
So gate is 17.5 ILAX. I think the gate might be the outer marker now. There's the glide slope. So I'm gonna arm it right after Honda. As soon as I can see the runway, I'm gonna start going. Start looking around a little bit. What are we getting for frames? Ooh, boy. First time using OBS with the frames, you know. Out constraint start.
Checked.
Alright, let's try arming the low.
Airshot 656.
I knew that was gonna
Welcome,
happen.
Charlie.
Lodestar.
Checked.
Could you repeat that? Welcome with Charlie.
Squawk Charlie, Air China 656.
Bring it back to 170 now. So that we go less down. Light star.
Checked.
Do you see us now?
Airshot 666 for 2 forward left and Kilo Echo pulling.
Taxi via Kilo Echo 5, Air China 656.
Glide star, we'll set the missed approach
Checked.
altitude. Los Angeles Tower, good afternoon, or good morning I should say. It's JetBlue 287 just inside a gate on the ILS 25 left.
JetBlue 287, Los Angeles Tower, good morning. Minty Fresh 6, I'll say 25 right there, correction left, clear landing.
25 left, clear to land, JetBlue 287. There she is.
Checked.
Glide. Motorbird Cat 1.
LA Tower, good morning. Southwest 1565. Requesting pushback and start onto Delta.
1565 LA Tower, push and start onto Delta approved face east.
Push and start on Delta approved, face east, Southwest 1565.
We've now begun our initial descent. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened for the remainder of the flight and begin wrapping up cabin to collect
Never
and
land.
receive
Well,
your processor.
I remember doing this when I was a kid in LA.
As part of our commitment to safety from the ground up, we clean and disinfect our planes between each flight. Please do your part by checking around your seat and in the seat back pocket for items you wish to discard, and hand them to us as we pass through the cabin.
So that's 10 miles.
Los Angeles Tower, Piper 3072 Delta.
Gear down.
Piper 3072 Delta, LA Tower, go ahead.
Flaps 3.
Yes, good morning, sir. We're at Piper
Speed check.
Seneca. We're
Flaps 3.
2,500, looking to see if we can transition to the northern part of the Bravo on our way to Van Nuys. 2,500.
3072 Delta.
Flaps full.
Squawk
This is that
7133.
Speed checked.
bubble hub where you
713,
feel like you're
72 Delta.
hanging in midair. Cleared to land.
Checked.
Landing checklist.
Air China
Cabin crew.
656. Sorry about the long hold.
Advised.
We're going to start
Auto
taxiing
thrust.
in just a few seconds.
For correction 72
Off.
Delta radar contact.
Auto brake.
Say taxi again?
Low.
ECAM
We're
memo.
looking like we're just going to be
Landing
in
no
the
blue.
very bottom of your
Landing checklist complete.
airspace, but we're going towards Van Nuys, looking to transition on the north side.
It looks like you're already north of the Bravo.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't
From
final
our chart, it looks like we were going to be just on the
1900
very edge of
feet.
it, so
Checked.
we play it safe. Sorry.
No problem. 72 Delta, British approved, Squawk VFR, have a good day.
Squawk VFR, and we'll see you later. Thanks, 72 Delta.
Take off late, please.
Alaska 331, request pushback to Charlie. Alaska 331, push start on discretion, call for taxi. Call for taxi, Alaska 331.
Stable.
Checked. 1000.
Visual. Oh, I need better armrests.
LA Tower, Southwest 1565. Requesting taxi to runway, and we only have Victor for departure, by the way.
1565, we're at 24 left, the Echo full length.
I just said we only have Victor, we don't have Echo. Southwest 1565.
500.
Air China 66, hold position.
What position Air
Trying
China
to fix that.
656?
Southwest 1565, there's no Victor, to my knowledge, in LA.
100 above.
100 above.
Southwest 1565, I'm looking at it right now on this chart here.
Oh,
I can
beat.
also see
Taking
it
a
on
beat.
sim right here. I don't know.
Checked.
Okay, you're on Delta right now, confirm?
50.
Correct.
30. 20.
Okay, so make a
Oh,
left and then go down the
Roll
taxiway
on, roll
to the
on,
end
roll
of
on.
super left.
FSX
2000.
does not include that extension.
Spoilers. Reverse grain. Decel.
Sorry?
FSX does not include the runway extension that Echo would take you to.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense, thank you. Okay, yeah, you can just go to 24 left, the, what is it,
70 knots.
discretion.
Taxi
Manual
24 left
brake.
at own discretion, Southwest 1565.
Well, 287, welcome to Los Angeles, vacate, right when able. Vulture 25 right on Juliet.
Okay, vacating Hotel 7, we'll hold short 25 right, Juliet. Oh, I gotta staple this thing down or something. Oof. What were those frames at the end, guys? Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. 556 in the air. Oof. Horrendous. And what do we say? 57. Looks open. Do this every time. No.
Air China 656, so have you continued taxiing or?
Got a 666 apron, give way to southwest, right 24 left pulling, Aeronautical.
Give way to southwest on Echo, Air China 656.
LA Tower, southwest 1565, holding short, runway 24 left, ready for departure.
I think I need to turn something off.
About 1565.
There's some files I gotta turn off
6 on
to make this compatible.
Or 24 left, let's take up RNAV Delray.
Clear for takeoff, 24 left, RNAV Delray.
After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Alaska 331, ready for taxi.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Somebody taking off here? Tower, did you tell us hold short at 25 right, Juliet, for JetBlue 287?
Confirm JetBlue 287, crosswind 25 right on Juliet, Texas, parking via Charlie.
Okay, cross 25 right, Juliet, parking via Charlie. Thanks, I was just making sure. I heard you say RNAV Delray, and I'm like, wait, isn't that the other side? I was looking for traffic. Clear left side.
Clear right side. Check.
Alaska 331, ready for taxi.
Floated that a little bit more than I like, but
07 left.
I don't know if you guys could see the absolute beating I took on the frames there right at the end. It's got to be something to do with LA and SoCal. It's got to be. I got to check the compatibility on it. Umberto makes such good airports, but they just. Company message. What do we got there? Oh, arrival B. All right, the auto update doesn't terminate till 25 after.
West Jet 942, Boeing 747,
Taxi
looking
later,
for
close.
clearance to Vancouver.
1565, I want you to come 1 to just late every day.
Oof. I don't know if this is a
JetBlue
combination
1565, Montreal, come 1 to just late every
of
day.
velocity or what, but
Monterey Econ 122.8,
Ouch.
southwest 1565, see ya.
And Los Angeles Tower, very good morning. Pacific Southwest 606 with you, fully established ILS 25 left, we're overhead waypoint gate at 5,000 with information Alpha.
6606, Infantry Bravo,
Old
current
school.
runway 25 left, clear land, wind
100?
0506 knots.
oh yeah.
Runway 25 left, clear to land, and we'll grab Bravo now, Pacific Southwest 606, thanks so much.
I think a couple things Umberto could do better. Is the ground textures. This is old. I don't know.
Western 1942,
You could do
ignore the
some stuff
routing
better.
change, left headed
Hawaiian
from
actually
last
comes to this gate.
West Jet 942.
Should be dead on here. I always misjudge
Alaska
this.
331, ready for taxi.
Alaska 331, we're 25 right via Charlie, Charlie 5, Bravo.
Cheat a little bit. No, he's saying I gotta come back to the right a little.
25 right, Charlie 5, Alaska 331.
Little far. Okay, engine 1 and 2 shut down.
LA Tower, good morning, JetBlue 1548, ready for taxi.
JetBlue 1548, runway 25 right via Charlie, Charlie 5, Bravo.
Alright, Charlie 5 Bravo, JBU 15.8.
6 hours and 15 minutes on the blocks. Belts and beacons. Can't really see it from there, can you? There you go. Alright, let's take a look.
Air 656, should we continue our taxi? We've
Parking
been
checklist.
here for a bit on a taxiway, so...
Parking checklist.
APUD.
666, I thought soldiers continue
On.
taxi, full length on Echo.
Engines.
5 or 10
Off.
minutes ago.
Seatbelts.
I'm
Off.
so sorry about that, I didn't see.
Exterior lights.
No problem, you just, remember when you held on
Nav logo on.
while on kilo,
Fuel
I was
pumps.
going to do business unless I just ignored it.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
Is the ground power. Check the wheels. A little bit hot. Throw the brake fan off for a little bit. We do have ground air. Okie dokie. So shut down the APU. First the ground air's in. Exterior power. Come down. APU off. 9.2, so a 400-pound taxi. Touchdown 97. Send a message off to the, send our old telex out there. $618 on the blocks, actually. Interesting. All right, let's take a look. Roll-ons are probably already ended, I'm sure. All right, review. So we went way up over Canada. Stepped to 300 and then 340. Briefly at 320. Minus 208, 1.84, so I was a little not happy. Not happy. I was pushing back down. I should have gave it a little bit of more backstick. 1,500. Almost 2,000 feet. LA is one of those airports, it gets me. Alright. 207. Fire up filed. That might have been my 400 flight. Or no, 1,000 hours we're looking for. Once that's approved, it'll be 800 or 860. 4 more flights or 3 more flights now. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Pitch 5, bank 0. That's a good landing. I mean, this was all hand flown. We were autopilot away. I gotta fix this somehow. Looks pretty good. Little burble right here for the gear and the flaps, but other than that, looks pretty stable. You could see the push down when I was trying to roll it on. A roll-on's where you get in the flare. You know, runway is here. You know, runway is here. Runway, say, is the throttles, right? So you get into the flare and you come up just a little too much, and then you just give it a little bit of forward and roll the wheel. You know, roll the wheels on. When we take the Mad Dog out later on, you'll see. Now, there's the burble. Sharklets. Pulling just a little too hard, I think. Can't really see us from the tower, can you? Nope. What if I take my traffic down a notch? I'm just gonna play with something real quick, guys. Bear with me. Let's do this. Where's my traffic at?
Wish 742 Fairly. Would you like me facing west?
And let's try that. See if we
Western 1942.
grab a couple more frames.
Go ahead. Stacy, switch 942. We'll call you when ready for taxi.
666, welcome to
I don't know
Los
if we
Angeles.
grabbed a few more frames or not. Let's see.
Get right when able, hold short 25 right as Juliet.
Vacate right when able and hold short 25 right as Juliet. Pacific Southwest 606.
Nah, 25 still. LA is a tough airport.
Air 666, the wind 056.
We're thinking, right now, Vaughn, I'm thinking more coffee.
Cushion 24 left, clear to take up RNAV Delray.
Clear for takeoff, RNAV Delray, runway 24 left, Air China 656.
Get these passengers off. We reviewed the approach reports.
Okay, 331.
So right now, I'm thinking more coffee and...
Foxtrot, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV.
So you're going to Boston. Do you care where you go? Where we go?
Clear for takeoff, left 221.
Let me think about it. I got, I'll take a look at Volante here for a second and see what we got. What was the weather like in Atlanta? Just regular? If it's nasty in Texas...
Metro 1524 Heavy, we're at the South Cargo ramp. Request IFR to Vancouver and Pacific Bravo.
What about Atlanta over to, New Orleans? Oh, you just went to Boston, but... I'm thinking about a Mad Dog. Mad Dog.
Mission Bravo, current advisory taxi.
We'll cover Metro 1524 Heavy.
Something like that. Something like that. I'll hit you in Discord in like 2 minutes, man. Let me grab another coffee. From the ramp at LA. Oh, wrong one. From the ramp at LA. On the Sharklet of 942 JB.
Los Angeles Tower, hello. Alaskan 2354 information, Bravo. Current ready to copy audio for clearance to Seattle International Airport.
From call sign Alaskan 2284.
It's a nice screenshot.
Yes.
You're fine on
Alright guys,
Alaskan,
we'll
just
see you
ASA.
very soon. Once I figure out where we're going.
Sorry, what's the Alaskan call sign? Did I do it wrong?
Negative, there's no numbers, so you're just on an Alpha, Sierra Alpha, no numbers.
Oh, sorry, let me correct that 1 second.
Air China 656, monitor you to come once this lane, have a great day.
Air China 656, inbound for the waypoint Delray.